Oh, hello there, friends, and I'm Harsha back here with yet another video at Robotech. So, it has been a very long time. So, I am in 10th standard now, as you all know. So, basically, I don't get time, and in this coronavirus thing again, all the classes are being conducted online, so continuously on this. So, mom doesn't allow screen time and all that things. So finally got some time, so let us start. So in today's video we'll talk on how to set up your Raspberry Pi without a monitor or a keyboard. So you don't have anything, so just you will set it up without using that. Now we need a laptop first to just flash the memory thing, the operating system into the SD card. So for that you can watch my first video. I'll just attach the link in the description, so please do watch it. And so now I have attached the SD card and flashed the entire OS onto it. Just then open it. It will Your laptop might ask you to format your SD card. Just ignore that. Then you will see there's two things over here. It's a single SD card. The operating system divides it into two parts. You'll have to go to boot. Remember, only boot, don't go to overlays. Just go to boot, click on just right click, new, um, text document, and just delete everything including the extension .txt, and just type in SSH. What this will do is, if you all are familiar with Raspberry Pi, the original operating system does not have SSH pre-enabled. So by doing this we are enabling the SSH thing. So just hit enter and just ignore this and say yes. So now that's done. Just eject your SD card and attach it to your Raspberry Pi. Then I will just do that and be back, and we'll look at the further steps. So now what I have done is inserted the SD card into my Raspberry Pi and boot it up. Now remember, you don't have to connect it to an external power source. Just take the wire and plug it into your PC or laptop, whatever you have, and the Ethernet port should be connected to your laptop. Now, if any version you are using of Raspberry Pi, maybe it is Raspberry Pi 4B, B plus, or whatever, but still for the this thing you will have to use Ethernet. Now remember, I had said without using a monitor or a keyboard, so I had never mentioned a laptop. So if you are thinking that now he is using a keyboard and monitor, so I basically meant and using an external monitor, not a proper laptop or device. So and a keyboard. So just let us go ahead, click on start, and then we'll have to navigate to putty. Now what is putty? So whenever we are using SSH, secure shell thing, so we have to always use this putty thing. Means always not, I like it, so I prefer it, it's very good. So before doing this, uh, let us check where we can find putty. So just type in putty and download for Windows 10. Anything you can have it, depending upon your operating system. The first site you will get will be putty.org. Then just go and you will get it for different things. Independent, just don't look at this. They are also not recommending. Just download it from here, that's all. Install it and then you will get a similar thing. Now remember, you did need not know the IP address and thing like you have to. So just type in raspberry pi dot local and hit on enter. Let it load. See, as you can see, we have started logging in into the Raspberry Pi. This warning is always given, so just you have to click on yes, then log in. The default username, we always use this one only, we never change. And as we are newly formatted the thing and entered, so it is always going to be pi. Hit on enter, and the password default it is Raspberry. And remember, the thing in any of these Linux terminals is that you will never see the password getting typed. So just don't take tension that why the password is not getting typed or something like that. Just go on typing and hit on enter. It will take. This is the security feature they have given. So just type in RASPBERRY and hit on enter. Now you are getting logged in. So this is it. You are logged in into your account. I mean the Raspberry Pi. So now you can't use it here like this because you are basically connected to your PC, means through the Raspberry Pi local you are using. You get the speeds are less and the things are like that. So basically, if you just set it up using this method and then attach it to your router to using Wi-Fi or Ethernet, whatever it is, it will be good for us. So just let us see how to get the desktop thing using the VNC viewer. So we'll do sudo raspi config. What this does is gets us the config. Raspi config means Raspberry Pi's configuration thing. So hit on enter. Now what we have to do is go to advanced interfacing options. Just go to P3, that's VNC, hit enter. Just use your arrow keys and enter. Mind it, you would not be able to use the other things, so just use arrow keys and enter. So now for going to left, you have to click on left arrow key, enter is enter, and things like that. So now let the process go on. So VNC server is enabled, hit on enter now. Then we have to remember, if you want the desktop thing, you have to go to boot options, that option number 3, hit on enter. Then go to B1 for desktop CLI, and we have to enable a desktop auto login, desktop GUI, and we get automatically logged in as Pi user instead of always entering the password. See what, that's the B3 option. So instead, I don't prefer that. If you do prefer, then just go with B3. I prefer auto login, so I am going on with B4. Hit on enter. Let the things process. So that's done. Now we have not changed the password, it's okay, we need not change it. And now sometimes we get confused on how we have to go. People keep on clicking on the down key to go to finish and select things, but remember here, if we have to click on left key, then you go to select. Actually I can't show you the keyboard. So basically it's that up and down you can move in the options 1 to 9, but if you want to go to select and finish, you have to use the right arrow key. You will move to select, one more right arrow key, you will go to finish. So please remember that. Hit on enter. I am not rebooting, as we have to, and I am going to unplug the Raspberry Pi and put it to my router to show all the VNC viewer thing. So I'll just not do that because I'm just going to plug out. So it's basically rebooting. So I'll just click on no. Now we'll terminate this thing, terminate the session, and then now I'll be again back after connecting it to my router. So I have connected it to my router. So now we'll need to know the Raspberry Pi's IP address, as we are not connected to the laptop and we don't have any local thing here. So just log into your router. This will depend on each and every router, so it won't be same. Just check the routers below, underneath it you have got a label saying you will get it username and password. And if you don't get it there, then do check it, check the manual you get with the router, or you can google it, google the router's name and followed by its username password question mark. You'll get an entire list about that. So I have configured it already, so I'll just type in it fast, and usually the username is admin, but just to be sure, you go with the underneath thing I told. So now again this thing is gonna be different for your router, so please do view it for your router. Just don't blindly get confused with what I'm doing. This will depend upon your router, I'm repeating that. Then let it load, sometimes slow, sometimes fast. What to do? And everyone sitting at home in this lockdown, and actually the lockdown has ended, I mean the unlock 5 which is going on in India. that thing will always be slow. Everyone is using it. So for me it was under advanced in ARP table. Now actually my router does not show me the entire pooling table, so I can't actually see which device is using which IP address. I get a list of learned MAC addresses, out of which I just blindly choose one and try. If I get successful, then it's good. If I don't, then I try with some other. If your router gives you a pooling summary, please do view that. You will get a name saying name Raspberry Pi, and the IP address will be given. So that will be the best thing. So easy, so good. It is gonna be out of these two because the 50 thing is assigned to my laptop. I know that, so basically good. Now let us see if we are successful in the first attempt. This is like a challenge for me every time. So exciting. Nothing is exciting, it's boring actually. So let's see. Yes, we got it right. So just say yes, login as Pi. The password was Raspberry and hit enter. So as you can see, again I'm using putty to check. Now let us go on with the VNC. And there you go. So now just enter the server address. It's 192.168.1.37 for me. I forgot to tell you, the IP address will also differ from person to person. So please don't blindly copy paste what I am typing, or just copy and type down whatever I am doing. The IP address and this router thing will differ from person to person. So please just do that. And now see, now just we'll just click on continue. The username will be Pi, the password will be Raspberry, and just remember the password, man. I don't want to type it every time. So now boom, we are on to a Raspberry Pi without the use of an external keyboard or a monitor, just the laptop which we use to flash the operating system into the SD card. So just using that, we are on to the Raspberry Pi, as you can see. So just now click on OK. We don't want to change the password. Yeah, so that's done. Now you can set it this up. Actually, I think no need to show because this will take line. Let's see, let's do it. The video has not gone too long, so I'll just change it. I'm Indian, as I said earlier. So we'll go search India. Where are you? I know it is in Asia. In the list, where is it? Let's see. India M. Get it, quick. And here it is, India. Now why, I don't know. Hungary, who selected Hungary, man? It was India. Man, this mouse is gonna eat me sometime, get me bored of India. Now I've clicked on India. Let's see what it does. Yeah, India. And I don't know why this Raspberry Pi people have set India's default language to Angika. I really don't know who uses this Angika. I really want to ask those people. Where is it? English, man. Default English. Just many are there. It's okay. Let the man use, but choose. But what is Angika? No one uses this. Yeah, English. Where is English? A, B, C, D. I know, man. I'm not in nursery. I know this thing. Time zone is Kolkata, of course. Next, it takes time to set the location. Let's give it some. I'll have some water till then. Oh man, this is taking so much time. Never expected. Perhaps some network issues today. This is working slow. So till that time, I'll tell you the future plans. I mean the future videos I'm gonna make. So I am thinking of making a video on how to set up a VPN server on the Raspberry Pi. So like VPN and what is VPN, and then the VPN server, then a NAS. I know I've made a video on NAS, but actually through some comments and my own thing, I came to know that though that NAS video has gone outdated, they have brought some new things, so we need to change. So I will bring a new NAS video, then we'll combine NAS and VPN server together in one new video. So like I have planned for three new videos, and this is the fourth now which I am recording. So that's it. So now I will change the password. Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell that to you, because once we create the VPN server on this very thing, then you might be able to access my Pi, and and when we connect NAS to it, then you will get access to my hard drives. So that's not correct. So this password is here, and just will ignore this step. I will skip this. This takes too much of your time. Like incredible. If you have very less time, then just please remember to skip. Once I kept this and my network wasn't correct that day, then it literally took 3 hours to complete. So like I know the software I would should have installed the latest thing, but as I told, the network was slow, so I already used the one I downloaded. So just it was old, so it had to download some 1.5 gigs of the data from the internet, and that day internet was horrible. So like everything got wasted and my day got wasted in this. So I'll just skip this for now. So we'll restart it later. So I think it not it's yes. So see, finally the Raspberry Pi is ready. As you can see, you can access each and everything from your laptop. For proof, I will show you that I have changed anything. I am on my laptop. This is my laptop, the Dell G3, the gaming thing. I haven't changed anything. I am on it still. So like this is the proof. I am using VNC viewer. And if you want to use the just the terminal, Putty is always your best friend. Just use it, type in your IP address and just hit enter, and you will get in. Password is changed, so I won't tell that to you all. And boom, you're in here. Can And the best thing about Putty is, if you copy paste certain thing now, I will show you. I will copy paste this IP address for testing. Just I aren't doing some project thing. When you just right click here now, it gets pasted. You just don't have to do Control V, Control C, anything. Just left right click, you're done. And to copy, just select whatever you want to do, just like this. It's copied and paste. See, done. And it enters also for you. See, so I'm just selecting it using the left key and leaving it, and then just coming and right clicking over here. Done. So that's a great thing about Putty. So that's done. Then so we are on to the VNC viewer, as you can see. So that's all for the video. Thank you, and do take care. Wear mask, use sanitizers, and whatever the things are told by our government, please do follow. We'll soon come out of this. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead, and stay tuned for further updates. Please do like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel. I have created playlists, so please do access them, share them to your friends. Please do subscribe and support me. And I am now available on LinkedIn, so you can connect to me. I will leave my profile's link in the description below. And I have started writing blogs about HTML, CSS and JavaScript. They are from complete basics. Like if you don't know anything, you will just get pro. I won't say pro, but like kind of you'll be able to design your own website. So that's a great thing. So like it's like from very beginner to at least basic knowledge you will get it. So you can just learn ahead and explore. So please do view the blog also if you get time, and please do like the video because it takes a lot of efforts to do this. Thank you. Take care. Have a nice day.